back to Four Faces. We're going to talk about that Devin Haney Ryan Garcia fight happening April 20th at the Barclays Center. And we're going to talk about those poor ticket sales. Now we got facts with us. We ain't gonna just talk about be talking and chatting. We went to Ticketmasters. We got that. We're in New York to get the info on that. But before we get to that, as I said, Four Faces Sports. Yeah, Four Faces gonna be separated into two parts now. One's gonna be Four Faces Sports, undercard sports, and the other side gonna be Four Faces on World News. And the reason why we doing that is because, as you know, there's so many things going on. I mean, we got the fight happening in Israel and Gaza, and you got the stuff happening with the election, and the craziness happening in the Caribbean, such as Haiti, with the killings going over there, Yemen. I mean, list is on and on and on. I mean, it's just such a big topical place to talk about world news that we didn't want to bring them, mix them together. So we kind of separated the two. So it's going to be under the same name, Four Faces, but it's going to be Four Faces Sports and Four Faces World News. With that being said, let's get right into Garcia fight with Devin Haney. Now, you probably hearing it many, many times that the ticket sales is not doing well. Well, we come with checks. We come with the checks and the balances to prove the point. So, how can you prove that? Well, you can listen to Ryan Garcia, like you've been saying, ticket sales are doing fabulous, right? You can listen to some other people as well. You can listen to other YouTube channels. But guess what? They just talking to be talking. They just want to get clicks, click, click, click. But we want to give you facts. So what did we do? We went, like I said before, we went to Ticketmasters and we went and we broke it down to see exactly what is really happening. Because a lot of people are saying, well, this is got the resale, you got the unavailable, you got the ticket. I mean, it's all mixed and blended in. It's kind of messy, right? And then we got the other side. What's actually happening in New York? Is there a buzz literally in New York and people talking about the fight? Because that's also important, isn't it? So you know what? Let's take a closer look at this, shall we? So, as you know, the Ryan Garcia fight is supposed to happen this April 20th at the Barclay in New York. So I decided to look around New York and I seen the usual. People sleeping on the trains, check the advertisement, look and see if anything's being advertised about the fight. And there was nothing. Literally nothing. So now I checked Ticketmasters and seeing what was going on at Ticketmasters. Now I looked, and what you see in front of you is really the seats availability. In blue is basically an ocean full of available seats. The legend below shows you available, resale, and accessibility. When you click on switch to lists, you actually see what seats in what order and what row are they available. And as you can see, there are a lot of, by the way, once again, the gray is they're sold. The blue is, guess what? They're available. The red, right, is the resale. So as you can see for yourself, you know, there's quite a bit of there's a lot of seats that are sold, like literally sold. Yes, there are some available seats available, but it's not like what people have been saying. As you can see, there are seats that are still available. However, we can't say that it's not selling, right? And let me tell you something. That's the difference between us and other channels. We are just going to show you the facts. We're not here to just melt pot in and make it look great for any particular person. The truth of the matter is the tickets are selling. However, it's not sold out. I mean, I don't know if that makes sense to any, but it's basically selling, but it's not sold out. And to be honest with you, as of today, which is the 13th, actually the 14th of April, you look here and I see right now, look at Ticketmaster as we speak, and I see a lot of available seats. So what's really happening here? You hear Garcia, you hear Haney, you hear everybody talking, you hear these channels. What is really happening? Well, like I showed you an example of what's really happening, right? What's really happening is that, yes, they are selling. Don't get me wrong, they are selling. But the problem is there's still a lot of available seats. There is, and that's not my opinion, it's the facts. Go to Ticketmaster, you see for yourself. And like I said, what you do is click on switch to list, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's a lot. And far as resale, because I know people saying, oh, there's a lot of resale, such and such. Yes, there's a lot of resale there too. But I mean, to be honest with you, it doesn't look good. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It doesn't look good. I'm scrolling through this right now. Even the press area, the press where people are there to for the show. The press area, as I'm looking at right now, have a lot of available seats. I mean, that's not a good thing when the press is not coming to show. See, I'm a business side guy, right? And if the press ain't coming like that, that means you don't get a lot of what, a lot of, you know, a lot of advertisement, because the press come out, they talk about it, that's free advertisement, right? But I see there's a lot of vacancies there. There's also a lot of vacancy at the fighter walk, when a fighter walks in. Um, there's some vacancies there. I mean, all the front row there is pretty much sold out. But I mean, ringside. Here's another thing that's kind of surprising is that ringside. You got a lot of availability around there too. You got some sold out. There's some aisles that are completely sold out. I don't want you to make it seem like it's not. But and I'm looking at this live right now. Once again, it's the 14th of April. The fight is the 20th of April, which is basically this coming week. Get what I'm saying? So it's not, it doesn't look good. It's not a sold out. Now, so here it is, right? So the facts are the facts, right? The fact is that right now, is it selling? Yes, it's selling. But is it sold out? Answer is completely no. And I don't care what Ryan say. I don't care what Haney say. At the end of the day, numbers don't lie. Facts don't lie. And you can go check it out yourself and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. That's just a fact. Like I said, there's a lot available. And the places that you would think will be sold out, to be honest with you, would be probably with a fighter walk close to ringside. Even a press area, you would think they would be sold out. If it's a big main event, people gonna want to see it. Press want to go out there, want to interview, et cetera, et cetera. The tickets, just in case you want to know the prices, the tickets are all over the place. You got 100 something. I mean, I even seen prices here in like over $6,000. I mean, those are probably resale, but you got the ringside seats still available. I mean, that's kind of crazy. And they going for like in 1,000, over 2, 3,000. So pretty expensive down there. But they still got seats that are 100 something dollars. You know, I don't see no seats like $30, nothing like that. But and another thing, as I said before, I'm gonna say it again because I know it's a big issue. Yes, there are resale seats, but let me say something about resale. Resale means what? Someone purchased it and now they trying to sell it back, right? So that is, in a way, it's kind of like they already bought those seats, but they just trying to get someone else to buy them again from you, right? So it's kind of like sold in a sense. Um, so the question becomes this. So that's the facts, right? So we can't dispute that. The question is, why is it not sold out already with only a week left? I mean, think about this. It's going to happen once again April 20th at the Barclay in Brooklyn, New York. Why is not sold out is the question. See, that's the real, isn't that the real question? Where you got shows like Tank that had the same thing, had a fight in Barclay, and it was sold out like real quick, like literally sold out. Well, it's there's a lot of factors, right? And no one should say, oh, it's just this. It's probably a combination of factors, right? Everybody wants to say, oh, it's because they're not from New York, they're on this side of the country. Well, it's that too. Yes, of course, they're on that side near Cali. I've been to Cali. Yeah, I get that. But also the fact is this though, that we missing is that, you know, in New York, let me take a step back. When you go to different states, you have to know that state. You have to have people that represent that state and know that state very well. You have to have people that know how to bring them people out and like Haney, Ryan fight, no matter even if they never heard them before. Well, what you gonna do? So see here, four phase, we don't just talk about problems. Like everybody just want to talk about the problem. Oh, this is bad, that's bad, and just regurgitate everything. What would be the solution to this type of problem? Well, the solution is kind of simple in a way. What could you do? Well, you could get some stars to walk down the aisle with them. Some rappers, like maybe, right? For example, JC is good at Barkley. Everybody know JC, everybody know Brooklyn. They're gonna come out for him. He go down there, he's walking down either Haney or Ryan, whatever one, or he's just there to do a little, presentation there to bring the fighters in. People are gonna go see that. New Yorkers, they gonna go see that. You better believe they're gonna go see that. And I'm just using Jay-Z as an example, but there's other artists. Nicki Minaj, yeah, bring her in there. She represent, right? Come down there. Oh yeah, Jada Kiss. I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like, bring some of these people that's really down with hip hop and music and stuff like that. People can go see that. Bring some real fighters, undercard fighters that are pretty known in the area or in New York or in the boxing world. You get what I'm saying? You gotta do things like that now because and let me go back one bit. When I was on the train, you may say, why? Excuse me. You may say, why did I go on the train? Think about it. New York City, New York City Transit. And I'm talking about Long Island Railroad as well, and the busing. There are millions, over 4 or 5 million people on these services every single day. The subway system alone is about over 4 million per day. Get my number per day. Why isn't there advertisement there? Why there's no promotion there? Well, yeah, people say, well, people gonna be on their phone. Yeah, but if I look up in my head, I'm a boxing fan, or even I'm not a boxing fan, I got a nice advertisement there. I might mention it. Oh yeah, I heard about the Rock. Gonna say, oh yeah, yeah, what's gonna happen? Oh, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Even if you use it as a reminder, you have advertisement everywhere. You shouldn't let nothing go, especially when you have fighters that are not from New York. It just goes without saying, right? You gotta entice people to come and make it enticing, which means good advertisement. First, you do the marketing and then you do the advertisement. You put it out there. There is literally, I mean, at least the place I've been to, I look around, I don't see nothing. I'm in Manhattan, I'm in Brooklyn. I don't see that much. I don't see nothing, beyond. I didn't see nothing. Right now, don't get me wrong, there's over 400 something stations in New York. There might be somewhere. But in the main place, like that place I was over there, that was Madison Square Garden I was at. Then I went to 14th Street. Then I went downtown Manhattan. I didn't see nothing. I went to areas where you got a mass amount of people. And where are they? Where are the advertisement for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight that's happening April 20th at the Barclay? Where are they? Where is it? So I decided also walk in the street, ask questions, and guess what happened? Again, um, I went, asked questions, and people like, well, the tickets. And I said this before. You can't sit and throw such a high price on the tickets and then be like, oh yeah, we're gonna bring the price down. Like, what are you doing? You gotta come in at a right price to begin with that will entice people so you get them to buy the daggone tickets. Because what's gonna happen is some people gonna be like, oh, that's too much, I ain't gonna pay that. Like, think about it. Some of the seats initially was extremely high. Like, think about it. And at the same time, Ryan and Haney, I mean, they well known over there on the side with Cali and all that, Nevada and all whatever. But on this side, they're really not. So what's the solution? Is what I just mentioned. They should have done better advertisement. That's number one. It's too late now because it's only a week away. I mean, you could try, but I think the quicker, the better solution, if you want my opinion, my professional opinion, is that you need to bring out some stars with the artist, with the boxer, like with either Haney or Ryan. Have them come out with them. You know what I'm saying? Get someone known. Oh, yeah, we got this person coming out. Let them promote that as a side promotion. Yeah, yeah, coming down. Great. Mention some of the boxes that's gonna be there. Start mentioning that who's gonna be there with the yeah, we got Shakur or Tank gonna come and watch this fight. You get what I'm saying? You gotta entice people to want to come now because right now you only got a week left, about a week, something like that left. And the tickets, yes, they're selling, but it's not sold out. It's a difference between the two. They selling and they selling very slow. And I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at this now. I'm looking at this every minute. And once again, the press area, there's still a lot of available seats. There's still in the mixed area, they got called the mixed area. You got some resale tickets there, still available seats. Yes, like I said before, you do got seats that are sold, and those are in the gray, right? Just in case nobody like, oh, you just trying to play. No, right? Like I said, there are some seats sold out. Now, if you go in the back, I mean, the point is, the guy in the back, there's still a lot of seats. The point is that there's so many available seats. Like, yo, we got what are we doing here? You got to make a move. And I believe one of the solutions is to literally, I'm telling you now, come out with some of these local artists, like like people that's known, Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj, Jada Kiss, other people as well, singers, whatever. Come out there with them and make it a big finale, make it something huge, make it like a bundle type of thing where you got music, you got them coming out, you got some undercards that are doing good, and you're talking about it. Like you got it now, you got to excite New Yorkers, you got to excite them, you got to roar them up. You gotta do it. If you want to sell all these daggone seats, you better do it. That's my solution. So please subscribe, leave a comment below if you agree with me or disagree with me. But here at Four Faces, we don't just want to talk about the problems. We always try to talk about what solutions that we can come up with the problem, right? Like how we can work this out. And to be fair, but I think that at the end of the day, I understand. Last I'm gonna say, I understand why Haney's father did what he did, and I'm gonna tell you why. And because, some of you gonna disagree why I'm saying this. Haney's father, I believe, did what he did is because he want to grab other audience. He want to expand Haney's brand because at the end of the day, these boxers like Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, that's their brand. And if you want to expand your brand, what you gotta do is you gotta go into other markets. So he's saying, Haney's fault, like, listen, we need to go in other markets. You need to get a more of a worldwide name like Tank Guy. Tank could go to Cali, sell out. He can go to New York, sell out, which he did already. It's not my opinion, right? So he can sell these out. But Haney, he knows, Haney's father knows that, listen, yes, he's a world champion. No one's taking it away. But at the same time, Haney father knows Devin needs more exposure. And that's the key word. He needs exposure. And for him to get that exposure on Haney's father's side, it's like, I want to take you to New York. Let's see how we're gonna work that. The problem when they made the transition to New York is that whoever the team is at in New York is not doing a good job at it. Like some of the ideas I just gave you, those should have been implemented day one. Like day one, we doing this away. You know what I'm saying? Instead the thing was, oh, let me put Devin Haney. I'm gonna show a picture of Devin Haney in the pool with P. Diddy. Like, like that didn't make sense. No one in New York really cares for Diddy, P. Diddy. No one really cares for Diddy. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, people don't care for him, especially like he's not someone that everybody, oh my God, it's P. Diddy's on mic. We gonna go see him. Like, nobody would go see him in a concert. Like, he's pretty much played out. like in that picture with Devin Haney and P. Diddy. I'm not here to criticize him, but that didn't do him no justice. It was a strike more than anything else, to be for my opinion. And also, let's be honest, Ryan, what he did initially, that didn't help neither, right? That fiasco with the weed and drinking all that didn't really help him none at all because a lot of people probably felt like, oh, he's not gonna be able to make it, he's gonna fall out, whatever, right? So that didn't help neither. But with that being said, I believe that they could still salvage this. They could still sell those tickets. Yes, they might have to do a little finagle. Yes, they're gonna have to put some stars up there. But I guarantee you, New Yorkers will come out if you put something else with this. If you stir up the pot, put some more sauce, some more spices in it. And one of those spices, if you want my opinion, will be having Haney and Ryan come out there with one of the mega stars. Well, I don't care who it is, Nicki Minaj, whatever singer from New York. They're gonna come out. New Yorkers gonna always support New Yorkers. That is a fact, especially if you're popular. They will. I'm telling you right now. With that being said, this is Four Faces. Subscribe, leave a comment below. Until next time, you know what? We'll talk.